the General Hospital SoapNet. Pure soap 24/7.
V, he is dead because of me.
Stop. You didn't do this to Jack, okay? You hear me? Zach did. Okay, Zach's the one that chased him off the road. Zach's the one to blame, baby, not you. Okay? And Zach's the one that's gonna pay for this.
Jamal, as much as I want to get Zach for what he did, it's not gonna bring Jack back to us. It's not.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And Livy, oh, it's so awful for Livy. I don't know what to do for her.
Sweetie, you are doing all you can by just being a good friend to her.
She needs more. That's why I asked Kevin and Lucy to stop by, check on her.
You what?
Jamal, Jamal, Livy needs her dad. Okay, she's so crushed and so angry. I'm really afraid of what she might do.
What are you doing here? And how long have you?
Hey, we just walked in.
Just got here.
Oh, well, listen, now is not really a good time.
Livy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You know, you don't look okay. You seem a little agitated. And what, are you in a hurry to go somewhere?
You going away? What?
No, I'm actually late for an appointment, so, I'll call you guys later, okay?
Yeah, Livy, you don't have to hide it from us.
We know about Jack.
You want to tell us what happened?
I can't believe it. We're really going home to Port Charles to start a new life and a family.
Believe it. Dreams come true.
They certainly do. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm letting the world know how happy I am. If I had any musical talent, I'd play an Irish jig on.
No, please don't. They're gonna think it's road rage. Stop.
Okay. Come over here, my baby. For the first time since we met, we've nothing hanging over us. Nothing at all.
It's a miracle, isn't it? To have no worries.
It's a miracle indeed.
Please keep everyone safe from my brother, wherever he is. Don't let him harm anyone. I beg of you, don't let him harm anyone.
Who told you about Jack?
Allison did.
Allison? Why would she say anything?
Because she's just worried about you.
She's worried sick because she knows you're taking Jack leaving town really hard.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Livy, you don't have to go through this alone. I want to be there for you. I want to be able to help you any way we can get through it. I love you, Livy. If I could reach in there and just take the pain out, I would.
It just hurts. Dad,
I know.
I just miss him so much.
I'm so sorry, honey.
It's just not fair, you know?
No, it's not. Livy?
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late.
Well, can it wait, whatever it is?
No, we'll talk later, okay? I promise.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Doc, listen to me. Something isn't right.
I'll say something isn't right. My daughter's devastated because that jerk bailed on her. I wish he was right here in this room right now. I can throw him out that window.
Stop, listen to me. It's not that. It's Livy. You know how sometimes when she gets hurt by someone or betrayed by someone, you know what she does? She gets angry and she shuts down.
Lucy, what are you trying to say?
Doc, she was wearing Jack's sweater I recognized it. And those tears, that pain she's feeling, there's something else to it. I can't explain it, but there's something else to it.
She believed in a guy who obviously didn't give a damn about her. Isn't that enough?
No, I think something did happen to Jack, but something worse, something much, much worse.
Hi, I called earlier. Is Zach Vernon still there? Well, is he coming back soon? You don't expect him in tonight. Great. No message. I'm gonna find you, Zach, and when I do, I'm going to kill you for what you did to Jack.
Well, there are a few more things to worry about.
Like what?
Like who's gonna change the diapers and the midnight feeding and that.
Uh-huh. That's very funny.
Well, you know how I like to sleep.
Okay, so I'm in charge of the diaper changing, the midnight feedings, and all the mommy stuff.
Right. And I'll take care of the daddy stuff.
Such as?
Well, I teach the boy how to fight properly and how to pour a beer without spilling anything.
And what if he is a she?
I don't care if it's a boy or girl.
Oh my gosh. What if we're having twins?
Hey.
Oh. Twins.
You're thinking of Michael and his brother, aren't you?
Oh, Ian, I don't know if it was such a good idea for us to leave him alone at the monastery looking for Caleb.
Well, he told you he didn't want his help. It's family business, I understand it.
Well, maybe.
What?
Well, Michael is a priest. He has devoted his life to God. And he is refurbishing this beautiful monastery. And all of a sudden his brother comes in and just trashes the whole place. That's not just some family disagreement. That's pure evil.
Finally, you're back. God, I was about to come looking for you.
There's a long line in this fast food joint, baby.
Well, you should have called.
Whoa. What's wrong with you?
I was scared. That's what. You said that you were going to be gone for a few minutes, and then you didn't come back, and it was getting later.
I'm here.
Later.
Okay? I'm fine. Look, I won't leave you alone again, all right, baby?
Well, Jamal, I'm not afraid for me, okay? I'm afraid for you.
Hey, Zach has got no reason to come after me. Okay, I'm his fall guy, remember? Without me, he has nobody to pin Jack's death on.
It's not just Zach, okay? It's everything. Anything can happen to you out there. You know, look at Jack. Prime example. Sitting here in the shop, laughing, having a good old time, 1 minute. And the next minute, you know?
Yeah, I miss him too.
I just miss him. And Livy. God, so awful for Livy. But I'm feeling even more awful for what I'm feeling.
How's that?
I'm glad that it wasn't you. Oh, God, please forgive me. I'm sorry, but I'm so glad that it wasn't you on that bike. God, Jamal, you know, I feel like the most wretched, awful, selfish person in the whole entire face of this earth. But I can't lose you. I couldn't lose you.
I know, baby. I can't lose you either.
Promise me that you will be careful. I know that you're not afraid of Zach, okay? But Jamal, he is still a dangerous person.
Look, you don't have to worry about anything, okay? I set everything up to take him down.
You did?
Got in contact with that Billy guy.
The one that was riding for him in the earlier racing car, the one in the wheelchair?
Yep.
Is he willing to talk?
Allie, he's in a wheelchair. Okay, he'll talk. Okay, chapter and verse about all the scams that Zach pulled, all the people he's hurt, everything. Then we'll just go to the cops.
I just want all this stuff to be over with.
Me too.
Lucy, not now.
Not now what?
Whatever you're sensing, whatever the universe is trying to tell you, this is a case of boy dumps girl.
No,
and
Doc,
the
I
girl
don't think...
happens to be my daughter.
Okay, wait. Jack cared about Livy a great deal. In fact, he was head over heels for Livy.
Yeah, well, you know what? He made me believe it for a minute, too.
No, you saw it, too.
Like I said, he's a good liar. He's a typical Ramsey.
Jack was in love with Livy. Come on, you remember how hard he fought to get her back?
Yeah, probably so he could keep trying to use her to get back at Chris. And then he got bored. That's what happened, Lucy.
I don't think it is. It just doesn't make sense.
All right, fine. What makes sense? What's your theory? What else could it be?
Okay, just bear with me for a minute, okay? You remember with Serena, we went into the woods, right? And we got kind of creeped out there. It was really weird. And Ian chased us out, right? Remember, we were scared. And now, since that day, we haven't seen Ian. He
Lucy,
sort of
what do the
disappeared.
woods have to do with it?
Okay, Livy, we had lunch, okay? And we had the wonderful time. You know, we went shopping, then we had this BLT, and okay,
Lucy.
Okay, I'm sorry. She told me that they went to the woods, Jack and Livy, and something very strange happened.
Okay. Why was it strange, and why didn't she tell me about it?
Well, you're her dad. Maybe she just didn't want to worry you.
Well, now I'm worried.
No, they were sort of camping, and Jack left for a minute to go get some firewood.
Okay, you know, maybe I don't want to
Yeah,
hear
you do.
this.
You need to hear this. He goes to get firewood, right? But he doesn't come back. Don't you see? Livy gets worried. She decides she better call Jamal and Allison. They come out to help her look for him, and they look, and finally they find him. But he's face down on the ground, completely confused and disoriented.
So what? He got lost, he fell, what happened?
That's just the point. He doesn't know. Jack doesn't even remember, and no one can figure it out. And Livy told me that somehow after that he's been a little bit strange, like off, you know, like maybe sick or something.
And?
I just think this has something to do with Jack not being here, leaving.
Lucy.
No, come on, Doc. You've heard the stories about how people just all of a sudden drive off in their car one day and nobody's found them again, and they don't know who they are or why they're, or even where they're from.
Yes, except in those few stories, the people are usually over 80 years old.
Okay, fine. I will give you that. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's not exactly like that. But I really do believe Jack did not leave of his own free will.
Why can't you just admit that he's a selfish kid who didn't give a damn about my daughter?
Because deep down, I don't believe that's what happened. And I don't think Livy is telling us everything. And I just wish I could find something to prove to you that I'm right. What? What?
I think you may have just gotten your wish.
I miss you so much, Jack. I keep expecting to see you or to hear your voice. I keep hoping I'm just gonna wake up and this all would have been a really bad dream. Because I can't imagine my life without you. God, I love you so much. And I am so sorry we have to lie about you, but I know you wouldn't want Jamal getting in any trouble. And I want Zach to pay for what he's done to you. And I promise you, Jack, I promise you he will. Gosh. But more than anything, I wish you were here, holding me. Because I want to feel close to you. And I do here. I do. I still feel you.
Got a picture of you, carry in my heart. Close my eyes to see it when the world gets dark. Got a memory of you, carry in my soul. Wrap it close around me when the nights get cold.
almost home. You a little nervous about seeing Chris and Ariana?
Oh, no, actually, I can't stop thinking about Michael. I know. You're right. He said he didn't need our help. You know, there's nothing we could do.
But
I can't help feeling sorry for the guy. You know, I mean, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. To sacrifice your whole life to make up for the sins of your brother.
Well, if there's one thing I learned the hard way is that you can't save the world, even one person all by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody even more stubborn than me told me that.
What? There is someone out there who's more stubborn than you?
Mm-hmm. Believe it or not. And she'd be very happy to see us getting on with our lives.
Grania.
Yeah, Grania. So, how are we gonna tell everybody?
About the baby?
Yeah, about the baby. We're gonna send cards or make phone calls or write it in the sky with a chopper.
You are so cute. You're really excited about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. You and that baby are the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh. Ian, watch out!
People everywhere are putting in.
What was that?
I don't know. Could you make anything up?
I couldn't even tell if it was human or animal.
Whatever it was, we definitely didn't hit it.
Well, whatever it was, we must have scared it off. I just wonder what it could have been.
What, you believe me that something's off? What? What? Oh, because of my story about the woods or my story about lunch with Livy or because
That's Jack's wallet.
Oh, my goodness. Doc, wait a minute. What would it be doing here?
Exactly. Wait a minute, come to think of it, it looks like everything Jack owns is in this room.
Doc, you're right. That doesn't compute with someone who leaves town.
At least not someone who's leaving for good.
So now, are you with me here? Do you feel the same thing? Do you sense something's off?
I agree that something is off, but what?
Jamal, this isn't coming off. I don't know what to do. It's not coming off.
Hey, let me out.
I'm sorry.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles, Tainted Love.
On the next Port Charles, Jack Ramsey's my brother.
Your brother?
How do you know him? And why do you think he'd be here in the hospital?
I'm about to get to the bottom of it.
Bottom of what?
The whole story. And I want it right now.
In Pine Valley, it's all about Erica Kane and her world. On SoapNet, it's all about you. Coming up next is All My Children on SoapNet.